the last zip line that we did, you zip line and you hit water, and then you gotta like swim backwards to go to whatever you're going to. Tell me why on the zip line, I'm zip lining. I don't know why this happens to me. I always turn when I zip line. So I'm turning instead of going straight, and I'm finna hit the water. When I hit the water, bro, my ass hits first, and my fucking underwear and my swim trunks come down. And I had the zipline equipment on, so like it literally went. I don't know. It had to be like a lot of force, bro, because it was hard to. You're snug pretty good in that zipline equipment. So, bro, and then I'm literally like laying in the water like this, and my ass is all out. And I'm like, fuck, I need to fix my phone. So I'm over here fixing my shit. And the guy who needs to get me, he's like, swim backwards. He's telling me in Spanish. And I'm just like, I'm going, like, hold up, you know?
Did he see your...
I don't know. I don't know, bro. They probably did. I don't know. Guys, welcome to the False Nine Podcast here with episode 113. Yesterday was Friday the 13th. But anyways, it's episode 113. We're here. I want to give
that would have been dope if we would have recorded yesterday.
It would have been cool.
I didn't even think about
it.
I fucked that up.
Yeah.
I mean, I could have, but it just would have been later.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it would have been the same time.
Well, yeah.
I ended up not getting off till 8. Anyways,
I want to give a big thank you, big shout out to our sponsor, Waco Made Granite, serving the Central Texas area, providing you with different styles of granite to make your home look beautiful. You can contact Jay Perez at 254-218-8318 or Henry Flores at 254-405-4279. Make sure you reach out to them, give them a shout out, let them know that the False Nine sent you for your all granite needs. Okay, let's get this episode going. We're back. We took a week off. We didn't make an announcement.
It was kind of unplanned.
We wanted to record, but due to some inconvenience, maybe you can say, I went on vacation, so it kind of just got to the point where it's like, I want to step away. Not worried about posting or having the podcast ready or anything like that. I really just wanted to enjoy the vacation. I didn't take my camera. I did not take my laptop.
You didn't take your camera on vacation?
Nope. I barely took pictures, bro. Like, I just wanted to enjoy every moment.
No, that's good, though.
You know, I just wanted to be there, and I just didn't want to be here. I wanted to be in Mexico and living the Mexican life. But anyways.
You do that every day because you're Mexican.
I was trying to say something.
Oh, sorry.
No. Yeah, like I know what you mean. You're right, but I was just trying to make it more
Mexican-y.
I don't know, dramatic, I guess.
Oh.
Anyways, we're gonna talk about the Mexico trip or my trip to Mexico, how that was, and me some my experience and all that. Maybe you guys would want to hear that. We want to talk about something that came out earlier this week about. I forgot to look up what FAA stands for, but I'm sure it has something to do with the flights, the airlines, or whatever. Yeah. Also, I want to tell a little story, and then we'll talk about the playoffs. We already had one game down, and there's one going on right now that we're kind of watching in the background, and we have a few more tomorrow and Monday. That's why I'm wearing this beautiful jersey, as you see here on the camera. So, I feel like you're just looking at the game.
Huh?
I feel like you're just looking at the game.
Well, I mean, technically, even when there's not a game on, I still always look like that direction while you're talking, usually. Or this direction.
You gotta look this direction, towards the TV.
Sorry, dude. Yeah.
Anyways, I went to Mexico. I was really scared at first because the car. Well, it's funny because it's not funny, but it's kind of fucked up. Apparently, that week or something, they get El Chapo's son in Mexico.
What?
The El Chapo, his son.
Oh, yeah.
Chapito.
El Chapo, okay.
So they get his son, and Sinaloa goes nuts. They start shooting up shit.
What do you mean they get his son?
They
captured him?
The military captured him.
Okay.
And last time this happened, they shot up the city. They were just like doing all this nonsense, just shooting up the offices or certain buildings. And the same thing happened, but this time they hold it to the ground. Because last time, they were shooting up these buildings wherever he was captured, and they released him. But this time they did not release him. They're like, we're gonna hold on to him and like fuck the cartel. So, but next week I do want to talk about the cartel. So I want both of us to do some homework on that, because I've been watching a lot of interesting stuff about the cartel, like how it's just a lot of interesting stuff apparently that's been going on right now. But anyways, that happened. So I was like, man, I don't want to go to Mexico and then like they over here trying to do some territorial shit, you know, the cartels and stuff. And I don't want them to like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I just don't want to run into any places where we shouldn't be or anything like that.
Yeah, and you don't even know it, and then you end up getting your head chopped off with a machete.
Or just get shot. I don't know. I know we were in Cancun. It's very touristic, but, you know, cartels don't really care.
No.
I've heard many stories of cartels being in Cancun and doing things to tourists, but it's not very common. But anyways, I was scared, but flight was cool. We get there. How
long of a flight is it?
2 hours.
Oh, that's not bad.
No, and it's an hour ahead over there right now too. I don't think they have daylight savings time.
For real?
Yeah, because I believe right now would be 10.
Oh, that's how it is in North Carolina too.
Yeah,
they're at 10.
So, I'm trying to remember what happened. From the airport wherever we were staying at, it was like a 40-minute drive. Because it's like Cancun, but then there's a city here, and then there's a city more over there. Like we're right across Consumel, the island. Cozumel, yeah. We're like right across from it, and it's kind of further away from Cancun. Where we stayed at, it's called Playa del Carmen.
Can you say it like white?
Beach of Carmen, or Playa del Carmen.
Oh.
So we were there. We stayed in a nice Airbnb, bro. I was really surprised by that. It was a 3-bedroom, 3-bath. Everyone had their own room and restroom.
Your parents and your sister?
Who?
Did your sister go?
Yeah.
Which one?
The little one.
The one that right here?
Yeah. But anyways, we all went, and like it was a nice apartment, bro. I never been. I don't know if I ever been, but in Mexico, I haven't been in a building like that where it was like, I don't want to say luxurious, but it was a nice apartment.
Yeah.
And they had like drinks in the fridge for us and some chips and everything. So it was pretty cool. We go out. I believe we go get some food. I forgot what we ate.
Mexican food?
Yeah, Mexican food. The food with it was amazing, bro.
I want authentic Mexican food, bro. So
it wasn't.
Well, is there any authentic places here?
Like yeah, you authentic? Go to this taco truck right here.
But is there any like authentic? I've heard El Conquistador.
That is not fucking authentic.
It's not?
No.
El Con?
It's like no.
What's authentic?
Mexican grill. It's pretty authentic.
Okay.
You can go to this little taco truck. They only take cash. How you know?
I don't carry cash.
That's how you know. But anyways. We ate pasta that night, which I was fucking, because everything was closed, and we were in.
They have pasta in Mexico?
Yeah. Oh, actually, I forgot to tell you. So we get there, and they were like, "Oh, well, let's get dropped off here. The building's right here where we're gonna stay." And it wasn't the building, so we're literally walking around finding our apartment, like where we're gonna stay at. And I was really scared because I was like, man, it's like there was a lot of people walking, but I was like, it's 10:00 at night.
Y'all about to get mugged.
I was like, I don't want, and I go over here walking with their suitcases and shit, like on the street. I was like, I hope we find it. And we ended up finding it, thankfully. But we ended up getting pasta, and it was really good. Surprisingly, I was like, we're gonna get pasta in Mexico.
Mexicans be cooking,
and it was good, bro. It was really good. I had wings. That shit was fire. The wings, they have you know how they have what do they call the drum, and what's the other piece? The thigh, like, right? That's two, because you know how you get wings is a drum and a thigh. Is that what it is? The types of wings.
Yeah.
Is it a drum? No, there's a drum, and I forgot what the other one's called.
Yeah.
I think it's thigh though.
Well, I know that's like chicken.
Yeah.
Like fried chicken is like drum and thigh.
Yeah. But it was basically, you know how you get them separate, like if you go to Wingstop.
Yeah.
But these were together, like it was like chicken, the actual thigh, like it was just like, I don't know, it was together. But if you pull them apart, you get your drum and you get your thigh.
Oh.
Or flats. That's what they're called, flats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you got your drum, you get your flat, but they're together. Like
so you pull them apart, and then it's two separate wings.
Yeah, but that's how they came. So it was pretty interesting. But they were really good. I had something called ceviche. It's a seafood plate. It's basically raw fish with lime and pico de gallo, and and it's all mixed together. It's really good. It's really tasty. It's really good.
Sounds terrible.
I had some of that. I had some like you can say like fish tacos, but it had like fish. What is it called? A little octopus. What is it called?
Calamari.
No.
Squid.
Squid. I guess you call it squid. And I know in Mexico or in Spanish you say pulpo. But I think squid. It's like a little squid. And those tacos were so good. I had a quesadilla. I had tacos. Everything was good. And I had a blast. We went to this amusement park.
They have those in Waco? I mean, Waco, Mexico?
Yeah. So this amusement park that we went to two of them. But it's the brand, shout out to them. They're called Granite, like X and then Granite. And they have different types of amusement parks. So they got one called like Xcaret, which is their main one. They have one called Fuego. They have one called Savage. They have another one. I forgot what the other one's called. But they also have a hotel, which is their like hotel resort. And it's like very expensive, bro. It's like $1,000 a night there.
Like in pesos or?
No, dollars.
Ooh.
So, but bro, in that, you don't pay for... Those $1,000, bro, you pay for everything already. You pay for food, drinks. Once you get in that hotel, bro, you don't got to pay for food or drinks.
But it's per night, though?
Yeah. So if you want to say that, like...
worth it, bro.
I mean, it's not, but I think if you pay a little... Like, I don't know. It is, but it's not. Because you also have access to all these amusement parks.
Oh, so maybe.
So you get access to all these amusement parks. You get access to all the food you want, all the drinks you want. You don't got to worry about shit, bro. You just pay your... expensive price, but you get access to all this.
Yeah.
Each park, bro, you had to pay like $130 to get in.
Oh, so maybe yeah.
And they have like 5 parks, so that's already like $700.
Yeah.
So, and I hope one day I have the money to go to this hotel or resort. But we went to Xcaret. It was fun, bro. You get in like this underground cave, and it's like a river. There's no current. So it's not like you're fucking being dragged. It has a little current, like, because it's going somewhere. But you're under this cave, bro. You're swimming, and
you swim in it?
Yeah. You're like in an underground cave, so it's pretty cool.
That's fucking scary.
It was.
Is it dark?
So some places were dark, and then some places were open.
Nope, I'm out. That's how people get murked.
It was fun. There was a beach there. It's like they didn't have like rides. It's just like a beach amusement park, right?
Yeah.
So that was one day, and then the next day we went to the one called Fuego, which you go after 5 p.m.
Was it hot?
No, it's called Fuego because they just have like fire and it's
was
nighttime.
That was funny.
No, that was fucking lame.
Oh.
But no. Sorry for being mean, dude. No, but we went to this place that's called Fuego, Xcaret Fuego. And you can do zip lining there, bro. You get to ride on these buggies.
Bro, that's one of my favorite things to do.
Zip lining,
yeah,
bro. It was fun. Oh, I wish I should. No, why didn't I have my phone up there? But you do zip lining. You ride these buggies at night, bro. You do a trail. It's a 3-mile trail, and you're riding a fucking buggy, bro, on a dirt road with like some water.
When you say buggy, you mean like a dune buggy? Yeah. Okay.
And you do that. There was 2 trails. Each one's like 3 miles long. And you go through like caves. You go through like a muddy trail, some puddles. At one point, there was like a little rain waterfall, and we got wet. So that was fun, bro. You're just in there driving at night. It's at night too, bro. And your buggy has the light, so you're just like...
Do they go pretty fast?
Yeah, they go at least like 30 miles per hour.
But that feels fast in a buggy. Yeah.
So, and they have like fucking bumps, so you're just like off-roading, bro. It was lit. It was so fun. And you do zip lining, and one of the zip lines is probably the size of the room. They have like this frame, and it has fire, and you go in between it.
Yeah.
But so it's a zip line. You go shh, and you just go in between the fire.
Do you go like over water on the zip line, or is it
on one of? I'm sure like at 1 or 2 of them we did, but since it was night, so you couldn't see shit, bro. You would go zip lining. Like there was a tower. You go zip lining, and you either go around. You had to go higher because each zip lining got taller and taller, and there was 8 in total. So you go up these stairs. Maybe it'll take you like 2-3 minutes max, or you go like a roundabout.
So, bro, I want to go to Mexico.
And you would go up there, bro. The tallest one, bro. That shit was like as high as the Alico building, bro. Like you was,
bro. Zip line?
Yeah,
bro. I'm scared of heights, but I love zip lining so much. I think I'll do it.
like you were literally going from the Alico, bro, and you literally go maybe 20 seconds on a zip line. That shit was crazy, bro. And it was nighttime, bro, so you couldn't see shit. As soon as you got off the zip line, bro, it was just like dark, and you see the light, but I don't know, bro. It was a fun ass experience. The last zip line that we did, you zip line and you hit water, and then you gotta like swim backwards to go to whatever you're going to. And tell me why, bro. You got to sneeze or something?
No, I did, but I'm good.
Tell me why on the zip line, I'm zip lining. I don't know why this happens to me. I always turn when I zip line. So I'm turning instead of going straight, and I'm finna hit the water. When I hit the water, bro, my ass hits first, and my fucking underwear and my swim trunks
come down.
And I had the zipline equipment on, so like it literally went. I don't know. It had to be like a lot of force, bro, because it was hard to. You're snug pretty good in that zipline equipment. So, bro, and then I'm literally like laying in the water like this, and my ass is all out. And I'm like, fuck, I need to fix my So I'm over here fixing my shit. And the guy who needs to get me, he's like, swim backwards. He's telling me in Spanish, and I'm just like, I'm going, like, hold up, you know?
Did he see your...
I don't know, bro. They probably did. I don't know. But, bro, I hit the water so hard, and my shit just said, bloop, and I just felt fucking water all up in my ass. So it's pretty funny.
At least your whole, like... didn't come all the way down.
Yeah, bro. But yeah, it was pretty fun. That was probably the funnest day I had there. We
ziplining is fun, bro.
Yeah. But it was cool because and then that one had like a little trail too where you kind of walk and you walk in an underground cave. That one is underground, all of it.
See that shit would give me.
You have to wear a little helmet the whole time you're at that amusement park because you're like every time you walk to like a little activity, you're going underground caves.
So in case like any rocks fall or something.
Yeah, you're going through caves and then you're out and you go in caves and out. So
that's dope, bro.
It was fun. What else did we do? Like I said, the food. Every morning we went where we're gonna go eat, bro. Luckily where we stayed at, I'm from here. You probably walk like literally where this curve is at by my street.
Yeah.
And then you just start walking on the main street, and there's stores, there's restaurants, and everything. So everything was super walkable. Only when we went to those parks. But if anybody ever goes to Cancun, I recommend that park that we went to. They had the zip lining.
I want to go, bro. Do you know what it's called?
Yeah, it's called Fuego. It's
you said that. Fuego.
But look, bro, you pay 130. Oh, it was like 109 for Fuego.
But is it like reservations? Like you have to book it.
It's big enough.
It's not like a cruise where you have to do your excursions ahead of time.
At least that one did not. I'm sure they have their seasons where they're probably really booked.
And you got to book ahead.
But we went on like literally Monday night. So it was a dead day, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Like slower for business than usual. So, but bro, the dune buggy trail itself, I mean, you go ride go-karts anywhere, you probably, at least at a nice place, you probably end up spending like $50 already.
Yeah.
Or close to that. And then I was like, and zip lining's expensive always. I don't know if
I've never been at like the times I went, it was at like summer camp.
Yeah.
And we went over a lake so I've never really paid to go zip lining.
Oh.
Like I went to a big park in North Carolina that had zip lining, but it was like whitewater rafting. Like you paid for the park, not zip lining. It was like probably $100.
That's how it was.
It was like a field trip that we did.
That's how it was at this park.
Yeah.
But like Hawaii, we went zip lining and it was like almost $80 a person. But it was real nice.
Yeah.
But this one you paid basically to drive these go-karts or this dune buggy for 6 miles. And I remember on the trail I was like, man, this already was worth my money because it's so fucking fun.
Is it $130?
This one was 109.
Oh.
The main park was 130 because they had a little bit more things you can do and it was much bigger. And then we went to the underground tunnel. You walked that one, and then they had one that where you were on it and you kind of pedaled yourself. That was fucking hard, cause it was a long fucking trail, and you were just like swimming. But
I'm trying to envision it, bro.
You're in a raft, though.
I just wish I could have been there. I'm so bad at like.
No, I feel you.
Visioning things. I wish they scored.
Yeah, but so that was fun. That's probably the one thing I recommend, just going to that park. It's got it Fuego, literally like $109.
How far is the drive though?
So where we're staying at, it was like a 10-minute drive.
No, I'm talking about like instead of flying, like what if you just drove? It was like 18 hours
to Cancun?
Yeah,
it's probably like 30 hours. Cause do you know where Cancun's at?
No.
So like,
are you even able to drive there?
Yeah, you gotta go like through it, and then you gotta go to the hook part. It's like on the tip of it.
Yeah, because I know North Carolina is a 2.5 hour flight,
mm-hmm.
and it's an 18-hour drive.
So
I don't know if it's like the same.
I don't think so. I think it's definitely a lot longer. Let me see. Let's do.
Because North Carolina is like 1,500. Because I was thinking, but if I went to Cancun, I would take a cruise probably.
Nah, bro, you get a flight. Because then you can actually stay in Cancun. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
1 day and 8 hours. Yeah. You see where it's at?
Oh, so it's just a weird drive.
Yeah, because if you fly, you can literally go just across the ocean.
Yeah.
But yeah, you got to go. And it's right there.
But it's only a 2-hour flight?
Yeah.
That don't make no sense.
Well, because look, when you're in Texas, you go from there to here. You know what I'm saying? You go from there to here.
Uh-huh.
When you're driving, you're going down here and then there. Versus like flying, you're just going over the ocean.
Okay, that would make sense.
Yeah.
Because North Carolina is a 2.5 hour flight.
Yeah, well, you just going.
But it's still, it's just going straight across. So
but you gotta go down and then you gotta go back up.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah.
But anyways, now that we're here, so Cancun's right there. Like Cancun. We stayed down here, Playa del Carmen.
And it's like 10 minutes.
No, it's like 45-minute drive.
Oh, 10 minutes. The park was like 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, the park's down here. Like that's what that is right there. That land.
Yeah,
that's the park.
Huh.
But
that's cool, bro.
Yeah, it was
fun.
It was fun. It was fun. It was really fun. But like, and everything's cheap, bro. If it wasn't for those parks, I probably would have had some money left over.
For real?
I think so.
How much do you think you spent?
So I spent some money, and then Michelle, she bought like I think she paid for one of the park tickets.
Did y'all do any like shopping or?
Nah, bro. I think my parents went one day. They went to this mercado, but I didn't really feel like going because it was like in Cancun and it was like an hour drive or 45 minutes. I mean, so I didn't really feel like going. The last day we were there for a little bit and it was pretty cool. But all I really cared about, bro, was like kind of just disconnecting and enjoying the food.
Yeah.
So
that's what's up. I want to go, bro. I won't even know like how much money to take on a trip like that. Like as an adult. I mean,
honestly, it just depends on what you want to do. If you don't like, if we didn't go through those parks, bro, all you need is like $500 for like 3 or 4 days.
Yeah.
And that's if like that's already paying for your flight and for your wherever you're
like
staying.
Paying ahead of time for the.
Now, if you go to those parks and all that, I say like take $1,000 and you'll be fine. But everything is so cheap, bro. I remember me, my mom, Michelle, my little sister, her boyfriend, my mom.
Her boyfriend went.
Yeah, 6 people went. We got fucking lunch. We all got a plate, whatever. And it was like $52. We all got lunch, bro.
Cause how much money is
$1 is 20 pesos. Yeah, bro.
So we go down there, we rich.
Yeah.
We got like $1,000. We rich.
You got like
20,000.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, one equals 20. Mm-hmm. So 1,000 equals 20,000.
Okay, then yeah.
I go in there balling.
Everything is the food. The food is where you can. Now, if you go to one of these restaurants that are right there, some of these places they can charge you $1 amount. But that's where you'll like still pay like almost an American price. But
do they charge you pesos or do they charge you American dollars? So, like, do you have to swap your American dollars for pesos when you get there?
You don't. You can if you want. You don't have to because a lot of these places do take card. So like you can just pay with your card and it'll do whatever it's got to do to make sure the right amount gets paid. But I mean, even though it's very touristic, wherever we're at, everything was still much more cheaper. Like the food, the beer, was really cheap. I forgot what I paid for, and I was like, "That's it."
Yeah, that's fucking nuts, bro. For real.
So, but yeah, I remember my dad. I said, "Let me see the bill. How much was it?" He's like $52. I said $52.
Do you like tip still in Mexico?
Yeah.
Like, is it all works the same?
Yeah, you still tip like 15% is good.
Yeah,
and we always tipped the 15% because it was always like $5.
Yeah,
$10 at most. Yeah. We're talking American dollars, but it was nice. I didn't realize how, and I mean this like in a good way. Like it's a very affordable vacation, bro.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's why I've always wanted to go, especially like cruises. Yeah, that's where a lot of people go. Like my parents just got back from a cruise to Cancun. It's like the most affordable cruise you can take because it's not far. It's not expensive.
No, like because I remember when I went to Hawaii, that was expensive, bro.
Yeah, I went on one cruise.
If you go to Hawaii, you need to take probably $1,000 for sure.
Yeah,
because every time you eat, like I remember it was me and when we ate, it was always like $50, 2 people, or $50 plus.
The only cruise I've ever been on, bro, I was a kid, because my grandparents, they took the whole family. They paid for the whole family to go on a cruise, and they do this every so often. Like I've missed a couple cruises since I was a kid, but we went to Bermuda, and my grandparents paid for the whole family, like everybody. So I never really knew how much it was, but I can imagine like we ate fancy dinners every night. We did all the excursions on the islands, and then they took us on another trip to the Virgin Islands one year. We flew to that. We didn't take a cruise. Paid for the whole family again. I'm like, bro, I can imagine, because they paid for the flights, the hotels, the food, like everything.
Excursions are expensive too.
I know, and we went like snorkeling. We went like parasailing. Like,
oh shit, I have not done parasailing yet.
I did it when I was younger. Now with my anxiety, I don't think I'd ever do it again.
What?
But
if you can do zip lining, you can do parasailing.
Parasailing is just scary, bro, because like if it's windy, bro, it's like zip lining is a little bit more controlled. Parasailing is like if you catch a gust of wind, like you gone.
Yeah. It's
true. Or if the boat, I don't know, there's just a lot of things that can go wrong in parasailing, and zip lining, I guess, but I've always done zip lining, so it makes me feel a lot more comfortable.
But yeah, bro, vacation was fun. Vacations are needed. And I haven't that was the first time I ever flown internationally, you can say. So that was pretty cool. And hopefully we can, when I say we, like family wise or whatever, we can I would like to go back and just be in Mexico, bro. It's so much fun.
Yeah.
I want to get a condo on there in Mexico.
I would like to I'm going to get a vacation house somewhere. Like I want it to be in the Carolinas, obviously. That's where I'm from, but I would like to have not an expensive condo, like maybe $50,000-$60,000 condo. It doesn't have to be beachfront. I just want a vacation home, like somewhere like that, like Mexico or something. But I'm too young right now, and I don't really have the time to travel because I'm still in the process of working all the fucking time to build something. So, but I want something like that. Yeah, that'd be dope.
Oh shit, that was nice. Anyways, so on our way back, we're getting ready to go. We get on the plane. We're in the air. 40 minutes go by. The pilot's like, hey, we have this issue. We need to ground back to Cancun. So we turn back around and land. And we're thinking, all right, we're going to get on another plane and get it back on our way back to Austin. That's where we flew from. And no, bro, literally we're going back through security to, we're checking back into the country.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we're going to put you in a hotel and you're flying out tomorrow. And we're like, oh shit. So we got in the airplane, we came back, and they're basically telling us we got to stay somewhere. So we ended up staying at this resort. It was okay. It was pretty nice. But there's 200 people on the fucking airplane. So So everybody went to a different resort, and then and the next day when we came back, everybody was telling their experiences. Like, oh, we were here, we were there, and this one guy said that he got like a suite and he got a king size bed. Everybody got doubles.
Yeah.
So this guy was like, "Nah, man, look, this is where I was staying at. He was staying at a Marriott, bro, like nice." And
they have Marriotts in Mexico.
Yeah, we stayed on the shittiest.
What's it called though?
I forgot, bro. But it was
a Marriott, but it's like Spanish term.
There was like Then had a courtyard. But they have American hotels.
Yeah.
Or I don't know, international, whatever the fuck they are. But anyways, we stayed on the shittiest one out of all of them, and I think that's because me and my mom. Yeah, me and my mom. We were all the way in the back of the airplane, so we were basically back in the line when we had to do our check-in to get in the little van to take us to a hotel. So we got the ugliest one, I think, and everybody was complaining about that hotel, bro. Everybody was like, "Man, it was so cold in there." Somebody was like, "I found a roach in my restroom." And
like a weed roach or like a bug roach?
Like a bug roach, I think. But it was nice. It was still a nice hotel. It was just old. It was just an older hotel, but it was nice. And I was like, it's cool. Like, that's a interesting experience where you stay there. You're expecting to go home that same night, and then you end up staying at another resort. So it was pretty cool. That morning we had breakfast there, and then we had we were just walking on the beachfront. So that was pretty cool. But yeah, bro. And apparently, like, they're saying it's rumored that there was a cyber attack against I don't know if it's like the computer systems that the airports used or whatever, but something wasn't available and they couldn't use some system and some shit happened like that.
Yeah.
So it was pretty interesting how that happened. All the flights were delayed that night.
Did you not tell them you were cybersecurity, bro?
I couldn't fix that problem. They pay a lot of people for those problems, bro. And I'm not. I need to be at that level, but not yet. Anyways, so talking about like airplanes or whatever, I don't know. Can you look up what FAA stands for real quick?
Yeah. FAA.
Meaning or standing? No?
Federal Aviation Administration.
Okay, so the Federal Aviation Administration, they came out and they're trying to adapt to general neutral terms or words.
Yeah.
So instead, like, you know, for example, these are examples that I found on the internet. There's an article about this. Instead of saying airman, you'll say aircrew. Instead of saying repairman, you'll say technician. Instead of saying man-made. I didn't know they use this in airplanes, like terms, man-made. Yeah. They're going to say fabricated. And then instead of saying aviation, they'll say traditional aviation. They're not going to use the word cockpit anymore. They'll use flight deck as an alternate.
So pathetic, bro.
I am more curious on whose idea this was. Because I'm like, how do I say it? Like, it's been these words for a very, very long time.
Like,
and it's because obviously at one point it was only men repairing the airplanes. I'm sure there's women that do it now. I'm sure there was only airmen. I'm sure there's women. But I feel like it's somewhat like taken away. Like, instead of saying airman, you can say airwoman or woman in air. I don't know what term they would use. Yeah. But, you know, and you know, you also say salesman. What do they call girls? Saleswoman?
Saleswoman.
Whatever,
yeah.
Right? We're just accustomed to salesman. That's it. There's nothing different. But it's just like, you want to make it gender neutral. I was like, give the acknowledgement to the other
gender.
Like, because in reality, men has dominated these terms, you know, like handyman or like, I don't know what other words have the word man at the end. I'm sure there's a lot.
Yeah.
You know? But I was like, well, let's just acknowledge, you know, woman. But it gets tricky because there's trans and X, Y, and Z. So it gets a little tricky. But I'm just like, I feel like we shouldn't make it gender neutral. Let's make it like acknowledge the gender. You know, if you want to call someone that's trans or identifies something besides a man or a woman, then you can call it air crew. Yeah. But I was like, if I'm a man, I want to be called airman. You know, like, or if I'm a woman, I want to be called an air woman Or if I'm a repairman, I want to be called a repairman. You know, like I don't want to be called a technician to just because it might hurt the other gender's feelings. Yeah. Because if I worked hard to get a certification,
to get a certain title, or
whatever, to be a repairman or a handyman, or an airman, which I believe an airman's a pilot, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. You can correct me.
I just thought a pilot was a pilot. I don't know if an airman is a pilot.
Yeah, but you know, you have those words, and I'm just like, just give the general their title, and let's leave it like that. And if you know trans, they have their own roles. Make a fucking a poll or something, whatever they want to be called.
Trans man,
you know, or just
or trans
crew. No, that's fucked up.
So if a plane is in transit.
This is a terrible dad joke. If a plane's in transit.
Is that... Should we change that too? Because it's a transit.
Oh, I see. I would not be surprised one day if that ever came
They need to change transit. Yeah. Or if a bus is in transit.
Yeah.
Or delivery is in transit. What?
Yeah.
Like...
I wouldn't be surprised if that became an issue.
Yeah.
But...
I'm claiming it. It's an issue.
Back to the point. But yeah, bro. I mean, eventually, I've heard some dumb shit like, you know, not having male and female restrooms or stuff like that. You know,
bro. That.
So I'm just like, no, like we're going the wrong direction.
Yeah, and it's only gonna get worse.
You know, I was like, look, if you want to have women go here, men go here, right? But let's acknowledge that. If there's people that go both ways, make a fucking separate restroom. Yeah. Let's fucking go. Oh, like and I'm like, I don't agree with people's beliefs when it comes to stuff like that. But I'm like, if people want to be like that, then let's do that. Let's feed into it. Let's acknowledge it. But let's keep calling men. Let's keep calling woman.
And then the others.
And then whatever you want to be called, I'm gonna call you that. If you want to be called a guy or a girl, a she-male, or it, or hit, whatever your pronoun is, whatever you want to be called. If you want to be called, that's fine. That's fine. We'll call you that. But don't take away from me. I want to be called the man. I'm a guy, or boy, or whatever. That's who I am. That's how, like, I want to be acknowledged as that. I want to go into a man's restroom where there's only mans, you know, shit like that. If I want to have a handyman, I want to, you know, we'll call him handyman because he's a handyman. Like, that's just me. More traditional. You know, like majority of the people. But doing this general thing, I don't know. I don't get it. It doesn't. It only pleases the people that are you. I don't want to say confused, but they don't know what they identify as. Or they don't identify. Confused. They don't identify as a man or a woman. Yeah. So, and that only satisfies these people here.
Yeah, for sure. It's annoying as fuck.
It's a little. Yeah, it's disappointing. Is it? I'm past the annoying and getting mad and all this shit. I'm like, okay, man. Like, clearly, this is what our world's become to, or it's came to this. So, fine. Let it be that. But let's also respect the people that we've been having for generations long, men and women. Let them be men. Let them be women. And let's keep it that way. We don't need to change them. Now, the new people that they don't know or they identify as this, they, them, whatever, fine. You'll be identified as that. That's cool. No problem. So that's how I think it should be now. I don't think we should force it to be, you know, I shouldn't want to force somebody to identify as whatever. If we've gotten to that point, that's fine. That's cool. That's cool. But I don't know, bro. I feel like now it's getting to the point where, like, we're not even acknowledging, like, men and women anymore.
No,
it's all now to favorite the people whose feelings are hurt or who feel left out. I was like, but now the people that are getting left out is men and women. Yeah. You know, those people that identify as that.
Like people who are actually identifying as their true gender or true. Well, yeah.
So, I don't know. I really hope this nonsense stops.
Probably only going to get worse, really.
Yeah, but it's just like, I don't ever want to, like, go to work one day and be like, oh, we can't say guys or we can't say man or I can't call you a woman. I can't call you she or he. Like, I don't ever want it to get to that point, you know?
But it probably will. That's the sad part, bro. Mm-hmm. Like, you can't assume people's gender anymore. You can't assume anything. Like assumptions,
it's almost offensive now.
Assumptions are offensive.
Yeah. So it's like, well, it's like I believe we had a flight attendant, and I want to say she was trans. Became a guy. She was a guy and transitioned to a girl.
Yeah.
So, and where was I going with that? But in my head, I'm like, that's a girl. You know, but I don't know. You know.
No,
and,
yeah.
You know how she identifies, but I was like, you clearly to me, you
look like a female.
Yeah, you look like a female. You're dressed like a female. You're wearing female clothes, but it's pretty clear that you transitioned. You know, and you were a guy at one point. But I'm like, okay, like if you transition to a girl, I'm gonna like that's a female. She's a flight attendant. She is. That's how I see it.
Yeah.
But maybe she's like, no, call me that. I'm like, nah. Like I mean, you transitioned to be a girl. Like you're a girl.
Well, I mean,
well, you not. Yeah. Like you want to be called, I'll call you that. Like or I'll acknowledge you as that. But I don't know. The shit's weird. It's getting weirder. It sucks that but like the FAA or the Administration for Aviation
where it's
Administration. Yeah, they're doing this, and it's just like I don't know. I just hope it doesn't get too
worse, bro.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't.
It's gonna get worse, but we'll see what happens with it. I mean, it's just.
I like cockpit.
Yeah, cockpit.
I like cockpit
because now that they're changing everything, that's how it's gonna be for the next however long until somebody or a group of people have a problem with it, and then they change it again. But this is the new normal for sure.
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking annoying, but
cockpit,
it is what it is.
Flight deck, whatever. But I have a story that my grandma told me. So she was my grandma. I was just eating spaghetti at her house, and we're just talking, and she's like, I don't know why she was telling me this story. She's like, yeah, she knew this guy at her hometown. He was really ill. It was during COVID. He got really sick. He got really ill, and he had a pastor. Like he was praying, doing whatever you want to call it, I guess. And basically, at this point, they were doing more like a goodbye.
Yeah.
It didn't look like he was gonna make it, and the pastor asked him, "Hey, like, what would you like before you go?" And he was like, "Honestly, I just want a beer." He took a beer and he lived.
Like,
he drank the beer and he lived.
But he was on death's doorstep, and he was like, "Hey, I just want a beer. Like my last dying wish is a beer." And
he took the beer and he was fine. Ain't that something?
Like forever? Like
he's still living now. He was supposed to die like 3 years ago.
See, now when people ask me why I drink beer, this is my excuse. Yeah. There's a story of this person.
When my grandma told me that, I was like, "Are you?" She's like, "No, like he was going to die." And I was like, "Are you serious?" She's like, "Yeah." No, he asked for it's a kawama. So it's like I guess you can call this a kawama. What is it called? A 40? This is not a 40, but
yeah.
In Spanish you call it a kawama.
Yeah.
He's like, I just want a kawama. A little bit bigger than this. He drank it, and homie did not die. He lived.
Good for him.
And I was like,
choose the right thing.
And I was like, bro, if he would have asked for something else, he would have been dead.
Yeah, but I mean,
ain't that something?
That's
pretty interesting.
I don't get it, but I mean, that's cool for him. What kind of beer was it?
I just wanted to share that story on the podcast because I was like, I've never heard of that shit before.
No, I mean,
yeah.
What kind of beer was it though?
I don't know.
He was Mexican?
Yeah, it was in Mexico.
Right. It was probably Corona.
Probably Corona. Yeah, it was probably Corona. Yeah.
And he was just like, "Hey, I want a beer."
Yeah.
And who knew beer could save your life?
You heard it here first. That's why we drink every pod.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's talk about the NFL a little bit before we wrap this up.
Exciting.
I'll let you talk about. I'll let you basically lead the way on this one until we get to the main good part of this playoffs.
I mean, really the boring part.
Anyways, we had Seahawks 49ers. Did you watch it? Well, you didn't watch it, but I'm sure you were keeping up with it.
But, I follow all the games because I love football. So it doesn't matter who's playing. I just want to watch all the games. But Seahawks versus 49ers.
I picked the 49ers. Before we get this started, I'm sorry to interrupt.
You want to give your picks or?
Well, I don't know which episode it was, but I said that the 49ers were a good team.
They're a great team.
But I literally said this like 5 episodes ago or 6. It's been a while. Anyways, I just wanted to say that before, we talked about them because they did win their game today. And I think they were a really good team. I don't know how I felt about them losing their quarterback, but apparently you said the quarterback's good.
He is. Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess just tell me about this quarterback. You said that he's called Mr. What? Mr. Irrelevant?
Well, it's not just him.
Obvious, yeah.
Like him singling him out, but the last pick of the draft every year, the very last pick is what they call Mr. Irrelevant because it's kind of fucked up, but that's the nickname that you're given when you're the last pick of the draft, Mr. Irrelevant. So Brock Purdy, I think is his name. Yeah. Brock Purdy, I just know Purdy, but Brock Purdy is his name. He's came in like a few weeks ago, maybe longer than that. And bro, he's just been dominating. The very last pick in the draft.
I believe he's third string, bro.
I don't even think he's third string.
Oh,
I think he's like, because you got Jimmy G, Trey Lance.
Jimmy G was second string at the start of the season.
It was Trey Lance, Jimmy G. I think it was somebody behind Jimmy G, if I'm not mistaken, and then Brock Purdy.
Wow.
And this guy is like, bro, like rookie, starting. They're on a 9-game win streak, or now 10-game win streak after today. But the Seahawks, they're not no slouches. Like Geno Smith, DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett. Like Geno Smith's a great quarterback. Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf are like.
Oh, Geno Smith is with them? He's a black guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he used to
after Russell got traded, Geno Smith stepped up.
Oh wow, good for him. I remember he was what's his name's backup for a while. New Orleans.
Yeah, he's cold, bro.
Yeah, he is cold.
Is cold. So they're not no slouches, and they have arguably one of the best receiving cores in the league. Yeah. And Tyler Lockett and DK Metcalf.
Yeah, Lockett's a beast.
And the 49ers, bro, like Brock Purdy came in.
It was a close game at the beginning.
It was. At halftime, it was a 1-point game, 17-16. And then they just dominated. He threw for 3 touchdowns.
Damn.
Rushed for 1 touchdown, so had 4 touchdowns total. Threw for 332 yards.
Oh, damn, he went off.
Yeah, he had 136 passer rating in his first playoff start ever.
Yeah.
And he's a rookie.
And we said this. I was like, he already did better than Dak Prescott.
Bro, he is good. Even though the Seahawks don't have the best defense, but still, like, the 49ers, like, I think they're going to the Super Bowl. I don't think there's anybody that can beat them because they have an offensive powerhouse and their defense is one of the best in the league. The only reason I think they'll lose when they get to the Super Bowl, if they make it that far, which I think they will, is because Brock Purdy's gonna choke. Yeah,
we'll see.
As long as their defense steps up. Yeah. But if they face, like, a couple years ago when they had Kansas City in the Super Bowl, the 49ers were a defensive powerhouse.
Oh, I remember that.
And Jimmy G was their quarterback, and they had a great run game, but their offense wasn't clicking on all cylinders. Season. No, it was like because last season the who won last year? It was Bengals and Bucks.
Oh no,
Rams.
Yes,
Rams. The year before that was the Bucks.
Yeah.
The year before that was
the Patriots, I think.
No.
It was the year before the fucking Bucks.
The year before the Bucks was Kansas City and 49ers. That was that year.
Kansas City hasn't won a Super Bowl?
Yeah, they have.
Mahomes has won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes has a Super Bowl. He beat Tom Brady.
No, he didn't.
Bro, Patrick Mahomes has a Super Bowl, bro.
No, he doesn't. Who the fuck did they beat? The Patriots? No, they're in the same division. No, bro.
Yeah, 2020. He won in 2020.
Who'd they beat?
The 49ers. That's exactly what I'm talking about right now.
Oh, shit.
This is exactly what I'm talking about. So, this is literally what I was talking about. So, the 49ers had a defensive powerhouse.
Yeah.
And
that's funny, bro.
That was what got them to the playoff. Yeah, I was like so confused. I was like, bro, I think this is what I'm talking about. Like the 49ers and Kansas City. Yeah. So, the same thing this year. The 49ers have a powerhouse defense, but their offense is also crazy this year with Brock Purdy. But in 2020, their running game was the best in the league. Yeah. But Jimmy G wasn't really doing much.
Yeah, he wasn't as good yet.
And your defense is only so good, but if you're playing Patrick Mahomes, it doesn't matter what your defense does because he's the best quarterback in the league. Like that, there's nothing. Your offense has to be clicking on all cylinders. So that's why I think the 49ers make it, but they lose because whatever team they go to the playoffs with is going to be. I think it's going to be Kansas City.
Wait, Kansas City went to back-to-back Super Bowls?
Yeah, and they lost. He lost to Brady, and then he won against 49ers.
Wow, that's impressive. I'm sorry, bro. I'm just
no. Patrick Mahomes is goated, bro.
Because I remember the game against the Bucks. He was like doing everything he could to win that game.
Yeah,
like he was slinging on the ground.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy.
He's the goat, bro, for sure.
Yeah, but anyways.
But yeah, so the 49ers smashed them.
Chargers Jags are playing right now.
Chargers Jags playing right now. It's the game started off really bad. Jags have came back after Trevor Lawrence threw 4 interceptions in the first half, which is
and then they had a fucking that punt that we just seen.
Yeah, the punt that they fucked up left them on the goal line.
It probably like 5 turnovers then.
Yeah, 5 or 6 because I think he had a fumble as well.
Shit.
So 5 or 6 turnovers in the first half. Now it's only a 10-point game. It's getting good. Dolphins Bills. Tua is not playing, so I got the Bills. Of course, I got the Bills going really far, which is kind of sad for the Dolphins because they have a really good team.
Yeah,
it's just
you never know.
Yeah, it's just they're playing their third string quarterback, Skyler or something. So,
Bill, I got the Bills too. I think the Jags are going to win this game.
I don't think the Jags win this game. I think Chargers got this game. I had the 49ers by a long shot. I have the Chargers by a long shot. Bills, it's going to be a blowout. Really? Giants versus Vikings.
Hold on. Bills is going to be a blowout?
I think Bills is a blowout.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Bills is a blowout by at least 2 touchdowns.
But Giants Vikings, good game.
Fuck, he missed.
Wow.
Giants Vikings, I think is going to be the best game of the first round. I think the Giants take it because the Vikings defense is absolutely terrible. And Daniel Jones has been going hard.
Downhill Vikings.
Yeah.
They were really good. Doing really good.
And Justin Jefferson, bro, he had the perfect opportunity to break the receiving record for a season. He needed like 220 or 230 yards in 2 games to break the record.
Oh, shit. He didn't do it?
He played Green Bay the second to last week of the season.
Yeah.
They held him to 1 reception and 15 yards.
Wow.
15 yards for the best receiver in the league.
That's crazy.
And then last week they played whoever, and he didn't break the record, obviously.
Oh, Green Bay didn't get into playoffs, right?
No.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But they kept somebody from getting. I can't remember who. But I think the Giants got that game. I think Daniel Jones goes off and just.
I got Giants too.
Destroys the Vikings. Ravens Bengals. Obviously got the Bengals.
Me too.
Cowboys Bucks.
Cowboys.
Talent wise.
The
Cowboys should win.
Should win, yeah.
But
this is Brady on postseason.
As far as like if history repeats itself, Cowboys will lose to the Bucks. For one, Tom Brady
has never lost to the Cowboys.
Has he not ever?
Mm-hmm. That's a stat.
And he's it's Tom Brady in the playoffs. Like you saw what he did to my Panthers, which we have a pretty good defense, and Mike Evans torched us for 200 and some yards. Brady threw for 400 some yards against my Panthers, and we have a good secondary. So Cowboys are good, but I don't think it's just unfortunate. If they would have drew the Panthers the first round, easy win. But the Bucks, bro, it's Brady.
Yeah.
Like, he's definitely not making it past the second round, but I think you just can't bet against them. But the Cowboys should win. It's just Dak has been looking really bad lately.
Yeah.
Like, really bad.
I hate that we have a good team.
Good players.
We have good players.
Some of the best players.
Yeah, we have
CeeDee Lamb, Zeke, Tony Pollard, Micah Parsons.
I mean, that's all you need.
And who's y'all's corner? Trayvon Diggs.
Diggs, yeah.
Bro, just those are all Hall of Famers.
We don't have a good quarterback, bro. I love Dak.
I like Dak. He's just so careless.
And he's inconsistent, in my opinion. He's inconsistent. He's a good quarterback. He has those games where like, whoa.
Yeah.
But he hasn't had a game, in my opinion, he hasn't had a game where he carried the team.
No,
you see Tom Brady carried, or you see like Trevor Lawrence. He's
carries his team. Yeah.
You know, or Tua or
Josh Allen.
Yeah, like
any other quarterback
or
really
Mahomes. Like they carry their team. He's the reason they won.
Brock Purdy today carried his team.
Yeah, like I haven't seen Dak carry. It's either been like Zeke or Pollard or Diggs
or their defense. If it's not their running game,
or
it's
Parsons.
their defense. Yeah.
Like they are like
I
giving.
didn't even think about CD. Yeah, CD. And y'all have a really good tight end. Y'all have a good receiving core, bro.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons, CD. Who's your tight end?
He got hurt. What's his name? He's tall.
Dalton Schultz.
Yeah.
He's a beast. Like, y'all have such a good team, bro. It's just Dak is the piece that's doesn't fit.
Yeah.
And I think he's a good quarterback. He's just careless and inconsistent. And I also think the coaching is bad. The play calling is bad.
Yeah.
So it's not all Dak's fault, but it has a lot to do with it. But I think the Bucs take it. Sorry, I think the Cowboys should take it. Yeah. Like if I looked at the rosters, I'd be like, oh, Cowboys got it. But if history repeats itself,
the Cowboys, my opinion, I think they can beat every team right there.
Oh, I think they're like paper wise. I think they're the best team. I think they're the best team on the board.
Like we beat the Eagles, bro.
Yeah, and Dak torched them.
Yeah,
that's one of the games that he did really well. He threw 2 picks in the first half, I think. But after that, I mean, he put up the most points against the Eagles. He put up the most passing yards against the Eagles. Like he showed out.
Yeah,
but I don't think he will do that against the Bucs. I think he chokes.
We'll see. We will find out.
I'm excited. I wish it wasn't a Monday night game. I wish it was a Sunday game.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Yeah, tomorrow will be fun watching football. So, anyways, I hope your team wins, whoever it is.
My team's
and whoever's watching and their team's still in playoffs. We're going to finish watching this football game. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you guys had a fun time this weekend watching football or whatever sports you watch. I'll see you guys next week. We may or may not have something special next week. But UFC, we have UFC next weekend.
Oh, for real?
So we might do like a live thing. I'm still trying to figure that out. So we'll see.
We need to get into that.
But I'll see you guys next week. Peace and love.